Welcome back to the Ohio Valley Bourbon Bar. I'm Kenny,
I'm Kevin.
and today we're going to be running down the old Granddad selections here from bonded 100 proof, the 114, which is 114 proof, and the new one-time release old Granddad 16 year, which is a 100 proof. I'm going to go through them, see what we think, and give you our opinions. I think we're going to start off with, what do you think?
I'd say the bottom of the barrel.
Go to the old bonded.
Yeah. They've got a lower proof we don't have, right?
Yeah, they do have an 80 or an 86 proof. I don't have that one on hand. I've never had it actually, the lower proof.
I've never had this. I've had a little taste of the 114, and I've never had the bonded or the 16.
Now it's bonded, so it is 100 proof. It's minimum 4 years old. Extremely reasonable price on these bottles. They're always on the shelf. Very
Very gassy.
Yeah, the bonded definitely puts off the old alcohol.
That's not bad.
It just takes a second to dissipate. It catches you.
Don't have a lot.
Get the old ethanol nose for a second, and then you gotta let it kind of die down.
There's something familiar there.
I'm not going to call it bad, but it is
I'm getting, I don't know, like peanut shells or something. Like the dusty.
almost a peanut brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely has a little dusty dryness to it, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not really drying my palate out.
I mean, it's not unpleasant.
No, it's 100. It's definitely approachable. 100 proof.
I'd say it's, what's the price point on this?
It's $20
Yeah.
about. And you'll
What
find
can you
it
expect?
$20 to $25.
It's good.
These guys, same way here. This is going to be anywhere from $20 to $35, depending on where you find it. These are names that have been around a long time. They have the ability to put out a really high quality product for a very low price. Having said that, this one is not a low price. 16 year.
200 for that.
Right. You're going to find it all over the place. $200 is about average.
Total Wine showed it for $169, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on sale. It was $209 a few days ago. Now they advertising it at they're advertising it at $169.
Yeah.
I've seen it for $235 also. So it does make it a hard sale for a lot of people right now. Just have to open it up and see what it says.
I have to say, for a $20 bottle, that's a $20 sipper. You can,
That's actually better than the last 3 times I've tried it. I have not been a fan of it.
I don't get a lot of oak on that. I'm getting like peanuts.
It does have some complexity.
You can get the rye. That's there.
I think I still put the Evan Williams bottled and bond above it for sure. Has a little more going on. I like the Evan Williams products a lot. This is a bean product, and I like a lot of bean.
Apparently, so do I.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
this, like 4-year beam though, this just destroys it. The 80 proof.
well, yeah. Yeah. I think that's $12 a bottle now.
I thought it was like 18 or 19.
Yeah,
too.
it's the beginner entry level. So what do you think?
I like it.
100 proof, old Granddad. Let's not talk about the price, but it is a great price.
Yeah.
Anytime you can get a guaranteed 4-year-old whiskey for $20, you're definitely not going to waste your cash there.
Yeah.
You want to switch up to the 114 proof first, next, or you want to go to the next 100 proof?
Let's hit the 114.
A fresh crack on this bottle. I have one that's been open for a little while. We'll just let it.
Hard enough for 2
We'll
pours.
we'll let that rest because this is one of my favorite go-tos for the price too.
Yeah, it's good.
It's never disappointed me. And sometimes you hear these rumors that it's going away. They're never going to sell it again. So it'll sell out. People will buy it all up, and then lo and behold, there'll be hundreds of cases of it back on the market. 114 proof. Old Granddad. I love these little squat bottles. Big wide mouth pours. Now standing back here, I don't know what it looks like on camera there, but the 16-year definitely has a lot more caramel there.
Yeah.
That
it's
color
much
is
darker.
nice and rich. And like I said, this has been a favorite of mine. That first pour's got a little ethanol there. Not much though.
No.
Didn't hit me like that 100 proof bonded did. It immediately went away.
Yeah, there's nothing exciting about the nose. But
I'm not picking
it's
up anything
not
that-
unpleasant. It doesn't make me want to shiver.
Yeah, I'm not picking up anything out of the ordinary. Just your classic bourbon, little graham cracker maybe.
Much better though. That is
It is so full of flavor.
very smooth.
So full of flavor. It's unbeatable as far as money goes. When you start talking money in bourbon, and everybody wants to because, well, everybody has a budget. It's super hard to beat this one. This type of proof, this type of flavor for that type of price. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's really good.
If somebody
It's
told me this
confusing.
was a $50 bottle, I'd be like, okay. Oh, it's a
Yeah.
$70 bottle? Okay. I've had bottles that cost 3 times as much that were just as approachable and drinkable. And yeah, this is an excellent go. It would be a go-to for the high proof bourbon drinker. And I've never had it in a cocktail, but why not? I mean, you can use it for everything.
It's delicious.
I think it would add a lot to any cocktail. If you weren't a neat drinker, if you wanted it with ginger ale or Coke or, cranberry juice or however you like your bourbon.
I can definitely pick out the rye in it now. It's
I
got
get
that
the spice. Yeah.
It's,
It
but
is a
it's not
higher
bitter.
rye.
It's
It is
not
a higher
bitter
rye
at all.
bourbon. That's a good finish. A lot more finish than the bonded. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not tasting as much peanuts though.
Not at all. I'm not getting peanuts in this one myself. Like I said, I might get a little bit of graham cracker, maybe spice. Not cinnamon, not nutmeg, but whatever's in graham cracker on the nose. I don't get that on the palate as much.
Yeah,
But
I'll have to learn what I'm talking about.
yeah, I'm definitely definitely amateur when it comes to describing what I'm smelling, what I'm tasting. I can definitely tell you what I like and what I dislike.
It's good whiskey.
I definitely like this one more than the Bonded. And actually, I think I paid more for the Bonded than I did for the 114 at the same store by pennies. But I've always liked to have the 114 on the shelf. I've never had the Bonded on the shelf, so I thought, it gets great reviews from a lot of more experienced drinkers than me, tasters. So I thought, why not? I haven't yet. I think Kevin has. I have not watched one single review on the 16-year yet. Haven't even read a review on the 16-year yet.
It's really hit and miss from what I've seen.
The price being 20 times as much, 10 times as much.
You're not going to get that value
You're
out
not.
of it.
The objective person is just going to. I'm just assuming going to kill it in a review because of the money, and I don't like that. But it is what it is. Like I said, people have a budget, and when you talk bourbon, you talk quality. You also have to talk value to most people. Value is subjective. I've paid more for bottles than they were worth to other people, and that's fine if that's your thing, because that's just the way it is. This is going to be a one-time thing. I think that's what they said. One release of 16 year. They're not going to continue it. That's the word on the street. So we're going to open.
Getting a little bit of that, I don't know, musky, mildewy flavor
On the very end.
On the very back end.
On
of
the very end.
114, yeah. I don't know that
I've
I
always
give the Bonded long enough to
I
let
don't.
that come out.
I've never got that on. I've always got that on this. If you let it, you'll get the warehouse almost effect of the barrel.
Tastes like a cork to me.
But it is. It takes a long time for it to come on. If you were to have stopped that finish a little bit with a drink of water, it may have.
It's not as bad as that Forester rum cask that I got, but it's a very similar on the back end. I guess it's
90,
just a barrel.
Yeah, 90% of the whiskeys I taste have that. If you know what some of them have it so strong they're undrinkable, and some of them have it so strong they're not good because there's something wrong with the bottle. I've had that already. Experience on a few bottles. I'm not going to call them out, but there's some very high name brands that cost me a lot of money that the bottles were no good, and there's no repercussions. You can't return your whiskey. I've never tried. I just never returned it. I've also not purchased any more from that brand, and it's not their fault. And I hate to say that, but you get gun shy when you've spent almost $100 on something that you can't even drink.
I've got some experiences. There's a brand that I will not touch.
Yeah.
Just no matter how good.
I'm gonna blind him. I'm gonna blind him on that brand and see if he knows. If he knows, because once he sees a bottle from that distillery, he's like, I don't know about that. They do have some good products.
But it's a Heaven Hill product, and I like everything else from them except for that.
Right. Well, I tore the wrapper off your $200-something bottle. You want to make it go pop? Oh yeah, it definitely popped more than the 114. So yeah, we'll make it happen, Captain. Yeah.
I'm gonna let that one sit a little bit.
Yeah. It deserves a nap in the glass.
Oh, right off the bat, that's different.
So this is a 100 proof, same bottle. I'm assuming same everything as the 114, but they proofed it down.
Definitely oak on the nose.
Being the age as it is, I'm sure it carried a lot of barrel.
Yeah.
Wow.
It ain't
That's-
nothing like.
That's not. Yeah, that's. I don't even know why they put it in the same style bottle as that 114. I don't get any of the same characteristics.
No, none at all. This is way more floral.
Yeah. I would definitely describe it as floral.
No ethanol on the nose like the
Zero.
Bourbon
I
did.
can't even shake it out of there to get it.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell on the glass too.
It's super
For 100
heavy.
proof. It is
It's
hanging on there.
and I would assume with it having that age, it would have a lot heavier mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Was
a
it
lot
the
more
tannins
oil.
from the barrel?
Yeah.
Would be more prevalent.
Not educated at all on char levels and things like that as far as on where or how these are stored. I've been trying to learn on some of the other distilleries like Old Forester and Four Roses, and some of them trying to figure out what bottles are better. And it's a fun hobby, that's for sure. That is awesome.
It really stands out on the nose. Now I'd like to have them all in a glass side by side. Almost like,
Well, this one here, it has none of the same characteristics to me as the 114.
almost like
Definitely nothing on the
pecans.
nose.
Or-
We were going to do these blind. I was going to have my wife pour them for us and then number them, label them, go through all that. We may still do that, but I don't know that it's going to matter.
It's so much
going to
different.
stand off so much already on the nose that I know the difference between the 114 and the bonded right off. And this is definitely, that will have to be blind. We'll have to do a blind with that 16 year or the 114 with another brand because they're so much different. There's just not a, yeah, that's,
Yeah, it's almost very floral.
I'll tell you, it gives a lot, like the Takumi has a very floral nose to me too.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it's not like perfume floral. It's natural floral.
I'm gonna say that's the rye, but I don't know. It's very
Wow.
very heavy.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
Rich.
Almost.
Very rich. Wow.
Well, there's an obvious difference.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's caramel in this that's not in any of the other two
You
at
can
all.
get the barrel charred oak. You can get
A lot
that
of
really
char.
strong.
But maybe that's where the vanilla, the caramel, the heavy.
Well, it's definitely more complex than I can describe. So, like these two were they're good.
Seems to be finishing off fast. But I think that's where I'm getting the floral now, though, is in the finish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that is. It doesn't hit you up. To me, up front is barrel oak. It's like
I guess that hint of banana that I get is the
that must be
age,
the char.
barrel.
Yeah, the impact.
Because the Knob Creek 18, it finishes like a straight chocolate covered banana.
I wish I could get that. I mean, I hear
It's-
that. I know my palate is
But
not
I'm
very
getting a
refined.
little bit of banana on the end of this, but nothing like the Knob Creek. But this definitely has less barrel impact than the Knob Creek. That stuff is, you taste the barrel in it on the 18.
The 18 to me has a sour wood almost, or this is a sweeter wood. impact.
Yeah.
If I'm describing that correctly.
It's a lot dustier, a lot mustier than Knob Creek is than this.
Yeah, maybe that's
It's
yeah,
there.
there's- Like the barrel on this gives and this is dusty, peanutty. I wish that was $100 or less, not $200 or less.
Yeah, it'd be great in $100 range. Whenever this is that good,
For $20.
how can you, you can't compare that.
Yeah. Makes you wonder if we bought a few bottles of this and put it in one of them little 5-gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to do another experiment. We need to age this
Yeah, put it
and
in.
then proof it down, and then yeah.
You can tell the tannic qualities of that. It just
The difference
dries your
of
tongue almost like a dry wine almost.
it also has a more numbing.
I think that's what
Coating.
I'm calling the drying.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, it's almost like how a chloroseptic would numb your tongue.
Yeah, it definitely has an antiseptic quality.
Yeah.
But not in flavor. The flavor's
Yeah, no, we're not getting
You know,
into
the flavor's
yeah, don't get me
phenomenal.
wrong, the flavor's awesome, but the finish on it is numbing.
But I'm not,
Very, very good mouthfeel.
I'm not getting that mustiness.
The difference between these right here is I would like to have 2 more pours of this right now.
Well, pour one.
That is good.
Pour it again.
That is good. Because that bottle's going away whenever my brother goes away, so I'm taking advantage of brother today.
It's
Brother's putting another pour on it. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's
There you go.
this is definitely
Do a full one that time.
definitely worth an occasion, I would say. If
I'm gonna try to get another bottle. of it.
if you had someone that liked bourbon on your Christmas list and you had it in your budget, I would recommend it. It would be something
absolutely.
special. It's something limited and it's delicious, in my opinion. If you're going budget and you're a drinker and you're trying to justify the price difference between this one and this one, I'm not sure you're going to be able to do it if you're not objective.
No, it's not
if you're
$180 better.
Yeah.
No way. There's
Yeah,
just no way it can be that.
Yeah.
But it's a phenomenal
Yeah.
whiskey. It's
If
a
you
really
were-
good bourbon.
If you were to sit down in a restaurant and this was a $10 pour and this was a $100 pour, you would probably not go back to that restaurant. But that's in reality probably what it would be. This would probably be in the $70 range, and this would probably be in the $10 range to $15, depending on what type of establishment you were in. But here, take price off the table, no comparison in flavors. And now standing here looking behind at the colors, it's amazing the difference between the 16-year and the other two here. I have no idea age on this. I mean, I hear 4 to 6. I don't know what it is. This is definitely at least 4 because it's bonded. Probably 4. I mean, bare minimum.
I'm definitely getting the chocolate, the bananas, a little peanut. I took a pretty good drink that time.
I wish I could put this. There is another bourbon I have noses. I keep saying the Takumi because recently I did have a splash of that, and it does have a floral to me.
Take a big drink. It's got a lot of the characteristics of the Knob Creek. That's just got to be the age. Those are the oldest whiskeys I've tasted, and there's a similar flavor going on. They're both 100 proof. They're both old.
Heavy.
Yeah. But the finish is straight bananas. I mean,
That's the 18-year Knob Creek. That is a much richer char. That is a heavier char, I guess, than Knob Creek.
I don't know.
They're bean, right?
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
but they're definitely a little different on their.
Yeah, it's good.
Wow. Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
that is good.
it's a win for me. I was nervous because some of the reviews were pretty poor on it.
I've been trying.
I think they just have to be looking at price.
Not to be biased on other people's opinions, and not to be biased on price, which is hard to do. Money is money, and when you're talking, $40 for the pair here is what I paid for both of these. $20 a piece, pretty much, and then 200. And that puts you in a weird perspective from a consumer standpoint, but from a enjoyer of bourbon and someone who really likes the experiences and enjoys, hanging out, having a drink, and being blessed enough to enjoy something like this. Not everyone in the world can do this, and the price doesn't matter at that point because it is what it is. This is a nice, very nice.
That being said, though, this right here is so good. The 114 is so good.
Yeah, honestly,
There is a similar profile in the flavors. I mean, they're the same.
Or just
exact
barrel.
thing,
Yeah,
just that over.
you got
But
barrel there that just makes it so creamy and so rich.
I don't think that if I had that, I don't think that I would be missing out too much. There's a little more going on, but like I said, there's not $180 worth of difference in that. No way. But like you said, from a strictly enjoying bourbon standpoint, it is better.
Yes,
It is better.
Yeah, the experience. That is a better quality. If they could recreate that for a $70 to $100 range, I think that would be a hard one to ever keep on the shelf. If people would get out of I can get this for $25 or $20 or $30, or if they could get that. And that's the thing. If you're having it to enjoy it,
it is more enjoyable.
The 16 year is more enjoyable.
Yeah.
It really is. It has, it's lower proof. It's really good. It's one that I would. I'm not one to put whiskey on the rocks much, especially if they have a heavy mouthfeel, a good, rich, thick feeling, the good viscosity. Like I said before, long legs as a wine drinker. I mean, that stuff's still stuck all over this glass. I mean, it is just, this glass is completely covered with.
I just did something stupid.
Put too much in it, didn't you?
Well,
Should have used a little pipette.
I just wanted to see if it opens up.
It is a good proof, though, to open up.
Yeah.
Some of the real high proofs, when you put water in them, the oils they separate so badly that they get bitter.
Definitely does not get bitter. No, it lets you taste that barrel.
Yeah.
And a little splash of water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just what was in the little dimple in that Glencairn, I put a cap full of water in that. And it's oak.
Oh, yeah.
Straight oak.
Straight oak.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
wild.
just a splash of
If
water.
you like,
that really
if you
changed
like,
it.
if you like the barrel impact, put a drop of water in that, and you're going to
Absolutely.
get it.
Yeah, that's a lot closer to the.
I've had both of these on the rocks before. This one was horrible. The bonded, in my opinion, out of the question.
Yeah, that totally changed it. For the better.
The 114, I could see this one being it is a much more approachable if you pour it on a block of ice. I don't know. This one here, I think any way you want to drink that, you're going to be happy. If you like it over ice, you're probably going to like it. If you like it with a drop of water, you're probably going to like it. Anything that does good on water does good on ice, usually. But it's an experiment. It's an experience. I mean, everyone's palate's different. I know people that will only drink their bourbon or whiskey on ice,
Brought the
and
spice out.
and they love it.
The water brought the spice out a lot.
But yeah, that's the old Granddad lineup for today.
Oh, yeah.
We're definitely going to put it in order for myself. The price reflects order today.
Number one
is
definitely the
this,
win. Yeah.
and this is going to have to go up against some other stuff. This is going to have to go up against some other stuff.
Well, maybe
These three here are not fair comparisons to one another. They're the same brand, same company, same everything, but this guy here, he's in a class of his own, and this is in a class of its own. When you put the price point, proof points, and this guy here, $20, you can't go wrong.
It's still better than Bean. 4 year.
You
Much
have
better.
this. I'm sure you haven't had it.
I've never had that.
This is the other beam bonded, old tub balled and bond. It's another excellent beam product for the money. It's $20 or less. If you're in that price range, you can do what you want with these things. Cocktails, neat, ice, water. They're for the guy, everyday man, to enjoy. This guy here, I'm going to assume, is for a more experienced, or like I said, a great gift. I mean, if you have a bourbon lover on your list, you can't go wrong buying someone a 16-year one-time release bourbon. Come on.
I really enjoy it.
Knob Creek 18-year. That's another one. I don't have a bottle here. I have a sample here. Another one. If you have a bourbon lover on your list, do not overlook that.
That is phenomenal.
I
love it.
That Knob Creek 18 is going to be in a similar price range as the OGD 16.
Maybe we'll have to do
those would be a good
lineup. Knob Creek 18, OGD 16, and then I got that Orphan Barrel 18.
Indigo
Put
sour.
those up and see. I haven't tried it.
Those may be good lineups there, but
That's the oldest.
Yeah, for today we got the OGD, and it's all good stuff. Don't overlook it. Money wise, like I said, these two are great values. This one here is a great experience.
I love it.
Definitely can't go wrong with any of these. So till next time, I'm Kenny.
Kevin.
It's Kevin. Have a good one.